I've always been fascinated by the brain. And so when I was 19, I made the choice that I was going to steer towards a PhD in neuropsychology. And I had the fortune to work with some people who were pioneers in dyslexia and really begin to learn some early developmental models. And then I actually came to the Morris Center 3 years after it opened. This clinic opened in 1986, 34 years ago, and I joined it in 1989. The clinic was really looking at a very holistic, in-depth approach from developmental behavioral pediatrics, from speech-language pathology, from occupational therapy, and from neuropsychology to understanding where the strengths and weaknesses were, and then figuring out what we could do about it. In 2008, I took over ownership and bought the company, and in 2011 we opened a second Morris Center clinic in Ocala, Florida, where we're at today. These kids are closing these gaps in 2, 3, 4 months. 2, 3, 4 months of high intensity, brain team-based interventions that are transdisciplinary are really able to help their brain strengthen and rebuild this wiring in a much more efficient, highly effective approach, and then we're done. They literally are going to be finished with rebuilding these skills, and they'll keep using them and building them over time. In 2020, we're opening the first Center of Excellence for the Morris Center Clinic, which is called the Morris Center at Alabama Game Changers in Birmingham, Alabama. That one's a 18,000 square foot facility. It's actually going to have the same type of transdisciplinary team clinic that the Morris Center is known for, which is speech, OT, clinical psychology, neuropsychology, rec therapy, and education all working together. But the Morris Center at Alabama Game Changers will also have many other things that we don't have in the smaller clinics. It will have a therapeutic classroom for elementary age children who are struggling, but don't really need the intensive one-on-one intervention of what a Morris Center is known for. And we'll have another classroom that'll essentially be 10 to 13-year-olds, middle schoolers. We'll have another classroom, 13 to 14 to 18, for the high school, upper middle school, high school kids who need the same situation. It'll have a developmental preschool where we know by age 4 who's most likely to become diagnosed with dyslexia. If I could sum up my work in one word, it's grace, really. It's by grace that I got help at age 4 and I never struggled. My career, my life's work has just been a testimony of grace, where you're given things, opportunities that you don't necessarily are entitled to them or deserve them, but you're getting them, and it's not given to everybody. And so it's a real privilege to be able to help facilitate that.